All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Race number 1. Adam Barker and Max Gunther on the front row. Nathan Alul and Harry Volsmir on the second row. Nick Sorensen, Rudolph Gunther on the third row. Mike Marshall rounding out the field. Drivers starting to grid. Track temp currently 103 degrees and likely to go up. Air temperature 78 degrees, but the time at the track is 1:45 in the afternoon. So we are likely going to see the temperatures going up. Drivers stacked up, ready to go. And Nick Sorensen is in a Lambo this morning, folks. It's been a while since we've seen one of the Lamborghinis out here. Be interesting to see how it does. Nathan Alul is in a Mercedes this morning as well with the tight turns here. That is going to be interesting to see how that Merc handles it. This is an extremely fun but extremely challenging track for the drivers. And the first few laps through turn 1 always have some excitement. And Harry Volsmir is in a Corvette this morning. I'll have to double check. I think that may be the first time we have seen Harry in the Vette. Down through the final 2 turns, pace car is in. Out of the final turn, here they come. Adam fires, they are away. Green flag is in the air. Adam checking out early. Everybody making it through turn 1. Okay. Rudolph Gunther already trying to make the attack on the Lambo of Sorensen. Whoa! It gets a little bit close through that tight section of track, and we've got a Mercedes of Nathan Alul around. A little bit of 3 wide back there. They funnel back into 1. Harry Volsmir is having a problem. Max Gunther is around. Rudolph Gunther is now gone to second, and Adam Barker is pulling away. Mike Marshall now up into 4th. Max Gunther in 5th. Harry in 6th. Nathan in 7th. All of them trying to reel in the front 3. And everybody, Adam a little bit wide. Everybody trying to run down the Audi of Adam Barker early in the first race. Out of the final turn, Adam Barker will lead lap number 1. Everybody settling into a rhythm. Let's take a look at those lap 1 incidents. There's the Mercedes of Alul. Looks like on the power, the back end just snapped around. That was a bit unexpected. And we had the battle down into the hairpin. Harry Volsmir shoots right up. Oh! Looked like he got right into the bumper of Max, just barely tapped him. Looking down from the blimp at Max Gunther. Yep, Harry just got in there deeper. Might have missed his breaking point. Adam Barker has a 2-second lead at the moment over Rudolf Gunther. Nick Sorensen holds on to third. Max Gunther back in fourth. Mike Marshall now in fifth. Harry closing in sixth. Does not look like Harry took any damage in that incident. Nathan Alul lost a lot of ground back in seventh. He is over 14 seconds back. But Alul just set the fastest lap so far. As Mike Marshall has had a problem just a moment ago. Mike coming through that same cell, goes a little wide into the grass, and a hard hit to the wall, just barely missing the officials who obviously didn't give a crap. Barker still out front, trying to extend that lead. That lead consistently holding around 2.25 seconds over Rudolph at the moment. Nick Sorensen in third, trying to close back up. Max Gunther in fourth. Max, last time by, closed up on the top three and continues to reel them in. He is caught up now to Nick Sorensen. Harry back in fifth, also trying to close the gap. Mike Marshall slips back to sixth after his incident. And Nathan Alul still the fastest car on track. Alul continuing to reel in everybody ahead, but likely too far back to have any make any difference in race one. But if the rest of the field is paying attention, race two could be chasing a Mercedes. Barker a little bit wide yet again. So easy to overshoot that turn. Nick Sorensen in third is starting to close the gap on Rudolph, but is being pushed. Max right on his bumper. We haven't seen the Lambo on track much this season. And for the first time, Nathan Alul did not set a fast lap last time by. The first 3 laps, Alul, or rather the second and third laps, Alul set the fastest lap of the race. The Audi of Adam Barker starting to gain ground, opening that gap over 3 seconds now. As Max Gunther has just taken third from Sorensen. Now Max closing in on his father, Rudolf Gunther. Sorensen trying to stay within striking distance at 4th. Rudolf Gunther losing time to the leader, Adam Barker. He now has a 3.5 second lead. Meanwhile, Nathan Alul has moved into 6th, having gotten past Mike Marshall, and is now running down Harry Volsmeer and Nick Sorensen. Hey, good morning to Mark the Man Dantuma. Don't forget to tune in tonight for another doubleheader. BRR Cup Series 7:30 Eastern, and then the SMR Gen 4 Series at 9:30 Eastern. Harry Volsmeer and Sorensen have had a problem. There's Harry. Oh! It almost looked like something broke. That car just suddenly shot right. Quickly recovers, but he was gaining ground and lost quite a bit there. Nick Sorensen back in the Lambo. Just loses the back end under power. Also quickly recovering, but out of that fight. And despite his problems, you saw Harry slip by and take 4th place. Max Gunther has gotten to the bumper of his dad, Rudolf Gunther. Out of the hairpin, still pretty much nose to tail. Although Max does have the slipstream advantage here, can he take advantage of it and make a move on his dad? Meanwhile, they all battle back behind. Adam Barker extending his lead. Now just over 4 seconds. Gunther versus Gunther for 2nd and 3rd. Max takes that final turn a little wider, carries a little more momentum. And Max now looks down to the inside. Outbreaks his dad into the corner and takes 2nd place from Rudolph. Harry back and forth, just 9 seconds back, but Harry is closing very, very quickly. Sorensen back in 5th, Alul now up into 6th. Alul is closing in on everybody ahead. We thought that Mercedes might be problematic here with the tight turns, like this hairpin. Does not seem to be bothering Nathan at all. He has the fastest laps of the morning so far. Mike Marshall still in the fight, back in 7th. We mentioned the Lambo earlier on. This is only the 2nd appearance of the Lambo this season. Andrew Lau ran the Lamborghini at the Nürburgring Grand Prix. And I stand corrected, Harry Volsmir did run the Corvette a couple of times early in the season. Adams' lead continues to grow as Max in 2nd pulls away from Rudolph in 3rd. Harry in 4th, maybe in trouble. Sorensen is closing back in. And look behind, Nathan Alul is caught up. The win this morning may secure Adam Barker's, I believe it'll be his 5th title in GT3 NSS racing. Max Gunther in 2nd, Rudolph in 3rd, trying to close the gap. Max is inching closer, but likely not going to have enough time. He is 4.5 seconds back. Sorensen continuing to close in on Harry. Nathan was closing in on both, but has now lost a little ground. He is 2.8 seconds back. Well, Sorensen took that corner exit extraordinarily wide, trying to carry as much momentum as possible down toward the hairpin, and it seems to be working. He is gaining ground on Harry. Don't forget, next week, the final race of the season. But NSS already recruiting for the next season. Rudolph Gunther back in 3rd, had been staying with Max. Looks like he had a brief off track and has now lost a lot of ground. Meanwhile, back behind in 6th place, Nathan Alula has almost caught Sorensen. Harry Volsmere has found a little bit more speed and put a bigger gap between him and Nick. Adam Barker into the final sector, could see the white flag this time by. Although likely from the look of it, next time by will be when he sees the white. White flag is out for Adam Barker. He has a 4-second lead on Max at the moment. Adam Barker this season has won several times in the first race. Barker has yet to sweep a race, though could today be the day? Max Gunther currently in 2nd, Rudolf Gunther in 3rd. And the 2 members of Team Gunther here this morning look like they're both going to be back on the podium. Into the final few turns for Adam Barker. He is led from the drop of the green, checked out, problems back behind. Gave him a big lead early, and he has continued to pull away throughout the entire race into the final turn. Adam Barker will win race 1 at Hockenheim. Max Gunther coming home in 2nd, and Rudolf Gunther pulls off 3rd. Let's see if we can talk to our top 3, starting with 3rd place, Rudolf Gunther. Rudolf, great job and a great podium finish this morning.
Thanks, Doc.
That one looked like it was a lot of fun. This is one of my personal favorite tracks, so it looked like you guys were having a lot of fun, especially you and Max back and forth.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun today, and it's our home turf, so we had to be good on this track.
Oh, that is definitely true, man. Another great finish. Awesome season so far for you. Hopefully it continues in race 2.
Yeah, thank you very much, Doc. Thank you.
Rudolf Gunther coming home in 3rd. Max Gunther comes home in 2nd. Max, you came home in 2nd. I think everybody was expecting you to dominate this morning.
Yeah, but I think I'm not that fit today. And Adam is really quick. So that's a bad combination.
It definitely is, but man, you definitely had a great race. You obviously had an issue early, but ran down your dad and passed him, and you were gaining on Adam.
Yeah, at the end a bit. Maybe tires went away for him, but I don't know. Yeah, it was a great race. It was a good comeback, I think.
It definitely was, knowing that on the long run, you are the faster of the two. Can you pull off a win here in race 2?
I don't know. Let's see if Harry forgets his brakes again, but
Well, buddy.
or somebody else.
Exactly. Well, buddy, great job this morning. Congratulations.
Thank you, Doug. Thanks.
And finally, our winner, Adam Barker. Adam, another week, another podium.
Yeah, really happy with that one. I think there was a bit of a scuffle at the start, which meant I could get away. Built myself a little 4 or 5 second lead, and then for the last 8 minutes or so, just coasting home, making sure I wasn't putting the car in any awkward positions. I knew I had the time to lose to the guys behind, so just nice, easy lap times.
I have to say, we did notice that Max was gaining on you. Obviously, you're playing it a little bit safe there, but were the tires okay, or were you seeing a lot of tire wear here?
Tires were definitely getting a little bit hot. It would have been interesting to see if we'd have been fighting for a long time. The tires would definitely be unhappy with us. But yeah, I could use the new tire grip to start with, get a bit of a lead, and then just coast home from there with my time advantage.
Now you have to start from the back and come through the field. You're obviously not going to be able to save tires early.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. We're going to have to see what happens there. If we can get a couple of places early, or if not, it's going to be a hard one to gauge. We'll have to try and get a good run to start with, but the Audi's not the quickest in the straight line, so it's going to have to be done in the twisty bits.
Now, it does bear mentioning, it looks like with this win this morning, it looks like you have essentially locked up the championship, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, this will be your 5th.
Maybe, yeah, I'm not quite sure, but I'm not sure on either of those. With Simon not being here, definitely probably sounds that way, because I think Simon's already missed 2 races, so it'll be interesting to see. Probably looking somewhere like that, yeah. So I've obviously got two drop weeks in the points, but I don't know. I'd have to get a calculator out, and that's too much effort.
Well, looking at it now, with the drop weeks, it does look like you will pull out another championship, and it has been a great season, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, been really good. Good racing throughout the whole season. Last few races have been a little bit light on races, but yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully, we'll get some more at the start of next season.
Well, great job, bud. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Adam Barker wins race 1. Now for the full field invert. Going into race number 2. And likely to see the track temperature coming up here in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Race 2. Mike Marshall and Nathan Alul up front. Alul being up front could be catastrophic for the rest of the field. Nick Sorensen, Harry Volsmir on the second row. Rudolf Gunther, Max Gunther on the third row. And Adam Barker starting at the back. Alul was the fastest, had the fastest laps in race 1. Can he pull it off again here in race 2 with him starting up front? He is going to be tough to beat. Heading into the final sector, let's take a quick look at the track temperature. I doubt it has jumped much. Just 103 degrees at the moment. Air temperature still holding. Hey, good morning, Vampy. Doing good. How about you? Pace car leads them around. The pace car will drop in. Mike Marshall in control of the start in the Corvette. Porsche pace car is in. Out of the final turn, Mike Marshall is fired. They are away. Green flag is in the air. Vampy, I don't know, but thank you for the follow. Battling going on, back behind, side by side. Harry Volsmere did not start the race. Down into the hairpin, we saw problems here in race 1. Everybody side by side, and Nathan Alul takes the lead. Mike Marshall in second. They settle in a little bit back behind as Max Gunther now back to third. Nick Sorensen in fourth. Whoa! Adam Barker, Rudolph Gunther almost having a little bit of contact. Adam said that Audi is at a disadvantage on the straightaway. He has to make up the ground in the twisty bits, but against the Porsche, which has all season long been the fastest through the turns, he's got trouble. Nathan Alul leads lap number 1. And despite all that side-by-side racing, no problems throughout lap 1. Mike Marshall a little bit wide. Max has the run. Mike did say he was struggling with certain parts of this track. Nick Sorensen in the Lambo closing up. And Sorensen's going to outbrake into the hairpin. Oh, contact between Sorensen. Sorensen is rolling. Mike Marshall involved, pretty much everybody involved there. Nathan Alul, the only driver not involved, he is gone. Taking a look from the blimp. Sorensen run down to the inside on Mike Marshall and gets up there into Max. Everybody comes through, stacks up. Adam picks up several. Adam Barker was right place, right time for this one. He sets up for the apex, sees the stack up, able to adjust wide, carries more momentum off, and now into second place. Meanwhile, once again, Nathan Alul sets the fastest lap in race 2. Adam Barker sitting in second. Sorensen currently in third. Rudolph Gunther now holding on to fourth. Mike Marshall back in fifth. Max Gunther had made his way all the way up to second. Is back in sixth. He's got a lot of ground to make up again. And Nathan Alul at the moment has a 5.8 second lead. He is just out for a Sunday drive in his Mercedes. And interestingly, Alul chose the Mercedes this morning due to the fact that he'll be racing it in another league later tonight and wanted the extra time in the car. Well, it's paying off here too. Adam Barker back in second, 5.5 seconds back, and Barker just set the fastest lap. A 139.11 as he tries to close the gap on the leader. Sorensen back up into third. Rudolph holds on to fourth. Max is now taking fifth from... Whoa, Max, hold on. That got a little spicy for Max coming out of that turn. Adam Barker in second is trying to close down on the Mercedes of Alul. Interestingly, we know that the Audi handles better than the Mercedes. The Mercedes has the power advantage. This track, you can definitely take advantage of both the handling and of the Audi and the power of the Mercedes. A movable object and an unstoppable force. Nick Sorensen trying to hold on to third. Rudolph in fourth. Max in fifth. Max is closing back in on his father in fourth place. And Nathan Alul again just out for a Sunday drive in his Mercedes. The battle is on from third on back though. Sorensen about 3.8 seconds behind second place Adam Barker, but he has both Gunthers closing in. Oh, Alul looks a little sketchy through there. He is definitely not taking it easy out on track. He is not slowed down at all. Adam Barker not gaining any substantial amount here. Sorensen back in third, Rudolph in fourth, Max in fifth. Max just 1.3 seconds behind Rudolph and closing quickly. worth reminding everybody, Max Gunther has actually recently driven Hockenheim. He did a track day here. Max should have a bit of an advantage, at least due to track time. Nathan Alul cutting that one, going a bit wide through that sector. And at the start-finish line, his lead is now 6.3 seconds. Barker is not letting up a bit. He is full send in second, but just not gaining any ground. He is going to have to try and take advantage of pit stops. Try and have a quicker stop than Nathan to gain some ground. Nick Sorensen back in third. Rudolph Gunther in fourth. Now has Max just over a second behind in fifth. Mike Marshall back in sixth. Don't forget, next week will be the season finale for NSS. They will take on the Algarve for the doubleheader next Sunday. Nick Sorensen back in third has started to gain a little bit of ground on Adam Barker and pull a little bit away from Rudolph. Max a little bit wide under that final turn, but he is closing in quickly on his dad. Nathan Alul's lead still holding about 6 1/4 seconds over Adam Barker. Sorensen in third is losing ground quickly to Team Gunther. Rudolph in fourth, closing in, and Max in fifth, right behind. Mike Marshall back in sixth after problems early on. And Harry Volsmeer in seventh, did not grid. Max Gunther lost a little time to his dad last time by. Looks like Rudolph a couple of tenths of a second faster. 15 minutes in, tires are definitely starting to go away. You heard Adam Barker mention the tires getting hot in race one, especially late in the run. Track temp actually going down a bit. Bit of a surprise late in the day. But the drivers are definitely loving the fact that that track temperature has come down a few degrees. A little bit more grip and the tires will last just a little bit longer. Max lost ground to his dad last time, but closes right back up this time. Max right back to the back bumper on his dad. Will he outbrake him into the hairpin again? Does he have enough of a run as they head toward the hairpin? Not this time. He doesn't make the move. But those two back behind, nose to tail, starting to battle has allowed Sorensen to pull out to a 3-second gap on Team Gunther. Back up front, Nathan Alul continuing to pull away at 6.5 seconds over points leader Adam Barker. Holy cow, Rudolph went way wide. He holds on to it, and he's going to keep going, but Max right on his bumper. Max likely to make the attack as they go into the hairpin this time. And they have managed to close a little bit back up on Sorensen. Max setting up. He's using the slipstream. Gets to the inside. Outbreaks his dad into the hairpin. Max Gunther to fourth. Now can they work together in the draft to close back up on Sorensen? Sorensen's lead now gap now 3.1 seconds. Meanwhile, Adam Barker in second is pulled to a 4.25 second gap on Nick Sorensen in third. Nathan Alul still holds on to the lead with a 6.5 second lead. Sorensen is around. Looks like he had an incident in turn one. Sorensen headed into turn one. Oh! Did he clip too much of the sausage? Looking down from the blimp as he comes into the apex. No, just barely taps The rumble strip's just a little too much power and the car goes around, hits the tire wall. That moves Max Gunther into third, Rudolph into fourth. Oh, Nick Sorensen a little bit wide there in fifth as he tries to reel him back in. Sorensen now 9 1/4 seconds back from Rudolph. And there is damage to the front of that car to be expected. But that splitter and nose damage is definitely going to affect the handling of his car. Nathan Alul out front. Adam Barker chipping away at that lead just a little bit. Now down to 6 1/4 seconds. Max Gunther in third, trying to reel Adam Barker in second back in. Now 7.8 seconds back though. Sorensen with the damage is slower at the moment. He is going to have to hit pit road soon for tires, fuel, and repairs. Will he come in this time? Sorensen was fast the first half of the race. No, he does not come in. And it does look like Nathan's tires may be starting to give up. Adam Barker now 5.3 seconds and closing. He gained over half a second on the last lap. You heard him say that car does not have a power advantage, and struggles on the straights, but in the twisty bits, he is faster. If the Mercedes tires are starting to go, that Audi will gain a lot. As we approach the halfway point, you gotta start wondering, when will the drivers come in? Alul stays out, Barker stays out. Max Gunther stays out, as does Rudolph Gunther. How much longer does Sorensen stay out with the damage on the nose of that Lambo? Well, he stays out this time. Mike Marshall back in 6 is starting to gain ground on Sorensen. Adam Barker continuing to chip away at Nathan's lead, now down to 5.1 seconds. If he can make up some time on pit road, this battle for the win may not be over. It's like nobody coming in this time as we just passed halfway. Doesn't look like anybody's going to go for the undercut here and try and make something happen. Adam Barker continuing to close in, and he gains a lot of ground in the hairpin. He cannot get back to full speed nearly as quickly as the leader, but he gets through the hairpin tighter and faster and does make up a lot of time. Max Gunther back in third, Rudolph in fourth. And very surprised nobody has come to pit road yet, trying to undercut and make up some ground. Rudolph is in. Rudolph Gunther gives up fourth. He is the first to pit road. Sorensen is in. He'll get tires, fuel, and repairs. Sorensen overshoots his stall. He is up for tires. Sorensen not having any luck here this morning. The problems coming through turn one earlier. Now overshooting his pit stall. That lost him some time. The leader is on pit road. Adam Barker in second. Max Gunther in third. Alul already on his way back out. Adam Barker now on his way back out. Max Gunther is rolling again. Mike Marshall stays out. Rudolph Gunther back in fifth. And Sorensen having a disastrous morning in sixth. After pit stops, Alul's lead over Adam now 7.7 seconds. Mike Marshall is in. He will complete the cycle of pit stops. And that will move Max Gunther back into third, Rudolf Gunther into fourth. Can Marshall get out ahead of Sorensen? No, Sorensen coming through the final turn now down the front stretch. Alul has dominated this race from the drop of the green. We knew based on the speed Alul had in race one, he was going to be tough to beat, especially starting up front for race two. Adam Barker back in second, was gaining on the leader late in the run. As the tires heated up and the Mercedes handling started to go away. But it looks like Alul took tires and is now back up to full song. Wow, that time by Barker 3/4 of a second faster than the leader. Max Gunther back in third, Rudolph in fourth, Sorensen in fifth, Mike Marshall in sixth. Interestingly, this is Nathan's first race of the season. He had the problems in race one, but race two, he came out and dominated. Barker now closing in just 6 seconds back. We'll check the lap times at the line, but Adam is got that Audi wound up. That time by Barker a full second faster than the leader. He is only 5.4 seconds back at the moment. Max back in third, Rudolph in fourth. Sorensen in fifth, Mike Marshall in sixth. Sorensen has had a problem. Out of the final turn, just goes a bit wide. Ouch! Spins and slams that inside wall. Alul's lead is shrinking dramatically. Barker now 3.9 seconds back. Last time by, Barker 1.3 seconds faster. There you see the lap times, and that time, Barker way faster. Alul's pit stop was very, very quick. I have to wonder, did he not take tires? Adam Barker is just almost caught up. There is no way the Mercedes took tires. Barker has ran down Nathan from 7 seconds back. He is now just 1 second behind the leader. Adam definitely has a disadvantage on the straights. But now he will have the slipstream of the Mercedes and the advantage through the twisty bits. Max Gunther, 8 seconds back, is starting to close on the lead battle. As these two start fighting, he is going to close back up very quickly. Adam right to the bumper. Out of the hairpin, the Mercedes Power has the advantage. Adam staying right on the bumper of the Mercedes. Max Gunther is closing. And closing rapidly. The gap now down to less than 7.5. For third place, Max Gunther. Can Max close up on this battle as quickly as Adam did? Nathan able to use the power out of the turns to keep Barker back behind. On the straightaways, the top two pull away just a little bit, but through the turns, the Porsche closes the gap again. Adam a little wide through the hairpin that time. Looked like he's trying to carry just a bit more momentum. Oh, almost a incident there for Alul. Meanwhile, Max just a hair over 7 seconds back from the lead battle and gaining. Max gaining a couple tenths every lap, but he's going to have to pick up a lot more. And Adam trying to distract the leader, letting him know he is there. Rudolph Gunther still holding on to 4th, Sorensen in 5th, Mike Marshall in 6th. That time by, Max did not pick up as much ground as he had previously. That Mercedes always sounds so good. Obviously, all that power. A huge advantage on the long straights here. But get into the turns, the Audi gets right back to his bumper. Max Gunther only gaining a 1/10 of a second on the leaders that time. And it looks like Adam may be trying to set up for the attack. Not close enough to make the move into the hairpin this time. This battle for the lead has heated up dramatically. Both drivers using every bit of the track limits. Adam had a little peek to the inside through that sector. Carries some more momentum out of that final turn, and white flag flies. One more time around, who's it gonna be? If Adam's got anything, he's gotta make his move. And he has to make it soon. Can he stay close enough to make it into the hairpin? Does not look like he is going to be close enough to make the move into the hairpin. But he is right on the bumper. Max Gunther still back there, still gaining, but not going to have enough time left. Into the final sector. This section definitely benefiting the Audi. But the Mercedes may have enough of a gap that Adam can't do anything. Adam right back to the bumper, but nowhere to make. Now Adam's going for it. He looked inside, couldn't do it. And through the final turn, Nathan Alul will pull off his first win of the season. And they celebrate. Adam Barker comes home in second. Max finishes third. Let's talk to the top three. Max, I thought there for a while you were going to catch the leaders and make them work for it.
Yeah, I didn't take tires. And they did.
Well, that would make a difference, but man, a heck of a run, especially after the pit stops. You were gaining quite a bit of ground, a great run.
Yeah, it was great. It was great racing. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Well, great job. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you.
Max Gunther comes home in third. Adam Barker in second. Adam, you fought that one till the bitter end. It looked like more than once you were going to take it.
Yeah, just got to the back of him. I think he underfueled the car, so he was struggling for fuel during the second stage of that. I put a bit too much fuel in. I thought it was going to go to the time, but it was lap bound this time, so we didn't. I ended up spending a few too many seconds in the pits, which would have been the win or loss, I think. So it'd have been. It was a good race though. No way past him. He was super quick down the straights with that Merc, and then I thought I might be able to dive down the inside just on the last lap, see if I could put him off, but nothing to do.
Well, definitely, it's still a great finish, and by my math, you have secured your championship. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Barker comes home in second and secures his title, but Nathan pulls off the win. Nathan, congratulations. First race of the season that you've been in. You come out here and dominate.
Thank you. It was very fun.
And Adam said you didn't get enough fuel on your stop, which explains the slowing down for several laps. But that battle there at the end, you guys had quite a back and forth.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, but the auto fuel feature was incorrect, and I just got out of the pits, and it was not enough to finish the race. But I was fuel saving, and it was short, but yeah.
Well, a great
we take it.
yeah, man, a great job and a great win. Congratulations.
Thanks. Thank you so much. Great league. Great broadcast. Thank you.
Thank you. Nathan Alul pulls off the win at Hockenheim. Don't forget, later tonight, 7:30 Eastern, BRR Cup Series, followed by 9:30 Eastern, SMR Gen 4 Cup Series. And a week from now, we will be crowning Adam Barker champion at the Algarve. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope y'all had as much fun as we did. Have a great night. Great day, everybody.